My mom and I got into a physical altercation last night, and my cousin kicked both our behinds out. I really don't blame her. I apologize to my cousin, but how it started was, like I said in the previous video, my mom took her car keys to go get some license plates. That never happened because her license are revoked. She didn't want to come up with a solution like, okay, you can put me on your insurance, or you can allow me to get some insurance for the car and I can get plates because I have a good license. She didn't want to do that. She wasn't about that solution. So I came to her the night before, last night. I was like, Mom, can I please have the car keys so I can get to work in the morning? I can't afford to lose my job. No. I was like, why not, Mom? I really need my job. I can't be in here with your niece now, your niece on a fixed income, and I'm not contributing anything to her household. No food, nothing towards like bills or anything, because my cousin owns the home. My aunt left her the house. My my mom does this thing where, despite she knows exactly where the conversation is and is going, she'll go, huh? Or she'll just completely ignore you in your face. And that's what she was doing. She was in my face, completely ignoring me. So I'm asking again, Mom, can you please let me have the car keys? Or can you at least take me to work? You're not even offering to take me to work. You won't even do that. And she's laying in the bed, in the geriatric bed that my aunt died in. Laying in the bed covered up like this. She covered herself up like this, her face. And I asked her yet again, I was like, Mom, please, just listen to me. Can you please let me get the car keys or at least take me to work? And she's still covered up in the blanket. I moved the blanket off. I actually moved it so hard, like snatched it, because I'm frustrated at this point. I'm like, Mom, she was like, why you do that? I'm like, Mom, you need to focus on the question. I'm asking you something. The least you can do is show me some respect and respond to the question. Why not? Why can't you either at least just take me to work and let me figure out how to get home at least so I can keep my job? And whew, it got to a point, like we were going back and forth like that for like 10 minutes. And it got to a point where I was extremely pissed off. One, from being ignored, and two, from blatantly being just disrespected. Like, you don't even care. You don't care. I was like, you see, I'm like, I'm not lazy like you are. You are in here and you get $800 worth of food stamps and you won't even put food in Kim's freaking refrigerator. You won't even do that. And I'm trying to keep my job, one, because I need it, and two, so I can contribute to what Kim has going on over here because she's on a fixed income. My cousin is obese and she has an oxygen tank. So she's been on disability for some years now. And she only gets a certain amount of money. The house is paid for, but she still has to pay bills. She has to pay her own car insurance, put gas in her car, and things like that, like buy food for herself. So she can only really afford to take care of herself. So she's doing everybody in that house a favor by letting us sit there, live there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I pay for not only my own space, but I've contributed to a household and a roommate situation before. Helping my cousin take care of her home, that's a given in my mind, not my mother's. She's like, what do you mean I don't contribute? I'm like, I just said you get those food stamps and you don't do nothing. You don't pay for nothing. And I'm like, you talking about that car? You don't want me to have a car, none of that. But and you can't never move or nothing like that. You so weak and elderly, can't move. You got Kim taking you to disability every single day. I mean, this what dialysis. You have Kim taking you to dialysis every single day and picking you up way after the fact, mind you. Like Kim and I were talking and we shared some stories about how my mom has been mistreating and manipulating both of us. But you got her picking you up, but whenever that sorry crippled man call you, you get up and run to Raleigh in that raggedy car, right? So we're going back and forth, and by this time, like, I had raised my voice because I'm frustrated. I'm like, Mom, you don't even want to see your own daughter succeed. I'm like, you always been trifling. You always been a loser. You ain't never been shit. You you're not a good person. You're a sorry excuse for a mother and a human being. And she's like, "Wah," like she's acting so offended, mind you. Like this woman loves to live in squalor. Before that, her husband had her living in a hotel that looked like a hoarder's room for nearly 2 years. So things are going back and forth, and she she says something, and then like I adjust, and she was like, Kim, come get a. She kicked me. I'm like, I didn't do shit to you, woman. I'm like, I'm sitting here yelling at you, yes, but I haven't done shit to you. I'm asking you to either, if you won't let me get the keys, mom, like you, I'm asking you to take me. You didn't even offer that. Like you won't even take me your damn self. We're going back and forth. Like it's heated because, of course, I'm pissed off, but I'm pissed off more because I'm sad. I'm distraught. Like, damn. Like all your life, mom, you have been sorry. Like you ain't got nothing to your name. Not a home, not a house, nothing. All you got is trash that's stuffed in that car in your name. And then this is when she had set up by this time when she wanted to act like I had kicked her. So she had set up by this time already. But after I had said that, telling her she didn't have nothing to her name, she gets up and she charges at me and like grabs me by my throat and wrist and pushes me. I didn't like that, so I pushed her and she falls down. Now this woman is very mobile. Like she has a scooter that she hasn't used since she's been at Kim's at my cousin's. She hasn't used that scooter since she's been at my cousin because my cousin told me that. She's like, the scooter has sat right there in the same spot on the porch since she's been here. Talking, my cousin talking to me, and I'm like, I believe you, Kim. And I'm like, you see how whenever her sorry man calls, she gets up and goes running. So she's very mobile. She act like she's just stuck on the ground, and Kim gets up pissed off, cussing both of us out. And I'm like, Kim, I apologize to you, but she charged at me. Like she charged at me what felt like to attack me because she put her hands on me. My mom's sitting on the floor moping, I didn't do that. And my cousin's like, come on, let me help you up. I was like, I reached out my hand. I didn't say I'd help you up, but I reached out my hand. I'm not proud of it, and it's not something that I wanted to do, but I don't feel bad because I felt like I was defending myself. Do you know this woman sat there, refused to let my cousin help her now? She sat there and called the police on me. So we're sitting there waiting on the police. The police show up. I'm crying by this point, upset. And then also the EMS come because she told someone that she fell. She was also on the phone acting like I was just standing over her. By this time, I had went and sat down. She had like I was just standing over her, like threatening her. And I'm like, come on, mom. I'm like, you won't let anybody help you up. And I'm in this room. I'm in the living room. You in the room. You talking about, I'm standing over you. The EMS come. The police are talking to me. I did not get arrested. Thank goodness. They actually, even though they saw my mom laying on the ground, it seems like they understood the situation immediately. They were there asking questions. They didn't even file a police report. They just took our names and our birthdays down, mine and my mom's, because we were the ones involved in the altercation. Also, because I think because my cousin Kim, her story matched more so with mine, because my cousin was in the living room, and the living room, the bedroom that my mom was in, the living room where my cousin Kim was sitting, you can see the bedroom from that angle. So Kim had some sort of a vantage point seeing what was going on. And she saw that I was in the doorway most of the time. Like I was just my cousin Kim told me, I'm like, how did the room get that messy? And she was like, because that's all your mama shit. And I'm like, I know it. It's a whole bunch of trash, a whole bunch of nothing that she's going to not use. She just wants to have it. So after the police had left, my cousin calls both of her brothers to come get us, say y'all need to help me clear the house out, as in get us both out. And I was like, honestly, Kim, I don't blame you. I apologize for the situation, but like, come on. Like, you see how she acts as a mother. She ain't shit. She's not just a sorry excuse for a mother, but she's a worthless ass human being. Like, okay, when she got diagnosed with diabetes in her 30s. I was paying her bills then. Mind you, I was 16 paying her bills. So after her diagnosis, she stopped paying bills, almost got evicted. I was the one paying the bills at 16. Then around like in her mid 40s, she got diagnosed with the kidney issue, but she never wanted to go on disability. And my cousin was telling her, if you start now the process now, it takes years. My cousin was telling her this. It takes years. All you need to do is once you get on it, all you have to do is, adjust your hours. She didn't want to do that. I don't know why she didn't want to do that. No, it was after her stroke. And then she had a stroke. And then after her stroke, she got diagnosed with the kidney issue too. But she didn't want to go on disability. So while she's not getting the disability, she's working. Then her dialysis gets worse. I'm not exactly sure because Kim said the kidney issue gets worse because Kim said she didn't start dialysis until September. Yeah, Kim told me in September she started the dialysis. But Kim told her brothers to come clear out the house, as in get us the fuck out of there. And I'm like, I don't blame you, Kim. I apologize. I'm saying this through tears. I'm like, I will be out at least by tomorrow because I couldn't get the rental. I was trying to get a rental. I had made the reservation, but everywhere I tried to make a reservation, they were sold out of rentals. So I couldn't get a rental in order to get to work. I had to call. Well, I can't really call out of work because they don't. I have to go to work like the crack it on, and they don't answer the phone until we open. So I had to email, call in order to call out of work, let them know I wasn't coming today. And by this morning, so at like I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, and by 7:20, I was able. My cousin had taken me to come and pick up the U-Haul that I'm in now. I packed all my stuff. All my shit is back here right now. And I headed on out. Didn't speak to my mother for shit, because why? But now I'm in a situation where I'm back to one, being fucking homeless, and two, I'm trying to, I'm talking to a whole stranger about renting a room that's going to be $650 a month. And then they want an extra 100 for the utilities. So nearly $800 a month for an unfurnished 4x4 bedroom with a stranger. Now, from the Craigslist ad, it said it was him in his mid 40s, and then it's also another lady in her mid 50s because it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and she and I would be sharing the bathroom. Okay, there's no smoking, no drinking that I get. I can do that. However, he's talking about no weapons, but I have my concealed carry license, and I'll be damned if I'm anywhere with a 40-something-year-old man and my Glock ain't with me. We're supposed to meet today at an Exxon in order to, meet up, get acquainted, to formally greet each other, and then go check out the room. And like, this is the type of situation that my mother puts me in. Mm. That's it. Let me get this shit off my chest. Hopefully, I'll be back. This motherfucker ain't no weirdo and don't try no weird shit.